Today I'm going to talk about a simple app I created. Um, this app is actually very simple. It's a timer. You could input minutes and then it runs it, and you could increase the speed of the timer by 1.5 and you can increase it by 2, you know, and you can always bring it back and then it works perfectly fine. I'm not going to go into the details of the different technologies that I tried to use to build this. Definitely, I use React Native, but the real power of the countdown actually resides with this special um, function right here, which I call the use interval. So what this function does actually is that it allows me to be able to use set interval without having any problems in React itself. And since React Native is, React Native is just React in a way, it works very well for me to do that. So this component is actually what powers this, and um, we have it all in here. So I'm just gonna put it out for anyone to see. I'm gonna put it in on GitHub, and you can actually go there, download it, um, and tweak it the way you want it to, and probably ask me questions that I and I would definitely try to answer. Um, that's just it. So it actually written in TypeScript, and even if you don't understand TypeScript, I think you'll be able to get what this does. So yeah, I think that's it. I think on a later date, I would probably, try to do a tutorial on how to create this kind of countdown application. It's relatively simple, and what this application actually does is beautiful to a certain extent. It helps you to count down, and then when you get halfway to the countdown process, it actually um, tells you that you're more than halfway there, and then right here it helps you to change the color of the text, and then it actually starts making this kind of sound. So this was um here, yeah. I use React Native Community Audio Toolkit to control the sound, and funnily I actually made this sound myself in um in FL Studio. If there's anybody that is conversant with that, and then when I made it, I exported it to a ping.mp3, and then I used it here. So the thing here is that I would have loved to go into the details of how I created this application, but I even tried doing this before I made this video, and I realized that it's actually a lot of concepts to talk about, and that if I really want to do that, I probably want to break it down and talk about each part, slowly and beautifully. So that's it. It's actually my my first video on React Native. Yeah, and I hope you guys gonna enjoy this. Now the app is not perfect. There were some things I did that I'll probably not do on a consequent application. So I used if you look at the entry point right here, um, I used the context, which called the size context. And what I did here was the context helps me to retrieve the height and the width of the screen, and which at the end of the day was not good, because if you notice, the app itself sort of like goes beyond the window into the bottom of the screen and all that, and which is like a good thing for me, because it helps me to really understand that using this for applications actually doesn't help all the time, because there are certain phones that they are their window, the window of the application that the application runs in is not the same as the screen of the phone itself. So, but then it also helps me to be able to scale fonts properly. And I hope on a later date I'll be able to come up with how to, work with fonts on React Native applications. Um, but on this application itself, I was able to work with fonts beautifully well by creating a font scale that used the width of the screen as a dependent, as a constant actually. So, and I was this is actually from what I found out and made research about. I realized that using the width of the phone is actually more dependent on the width of the phone than on the height itself. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to end this video, and I don't know what next I'm going to be posting, but I I hope it's something good, something we can all learn from. So, thank you, everyone. You can always subscribe, and I promise you on consequent videos I'll be able to bring up things you like. And if you like this video, like. If you don't, it's understandable. And share if you think it's worth it. But one thing I would just want you to do is that you actually, check this code out on GitHub and criticize it and tell me what you think about it.